Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Spooner Area Civic Center for tonight's SIJHL matchup between the visiting Dryden Ice Dogs and your hometown Wisconsin Lumberjacks. Looking for a good game tonight, hopefully a good competitive game. After last night, Lumberjacks fell 3-2 in overtime in a very exciting, very well-played, evenly played game by both teams. Hoping to see some more today. So here we are with opening face-off action. And it looks like we'll have a do-over on this. Something wasn't ready. So, starting tonight for the Lumberjacks, you have Zach Johnson, Connor Hacker, and Dylan Olson on the forwards. Defense, Dylan Jopie and Ryan Kaiser. And tonight in net, getting his second start is Emmett Doherty, a rookie here from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Puck's controlled in deep by Jopie. Jopie rings it around the boards, missed by Olson. Lumberjacks get to center ice. Olson drops it back to Kaiser. Kaiser over to Jopie. Jopie brings it up, chipped into the zone. That's Makasmau, brings it up the boards, able to clear the zone for Dryden. Kaiser backhands it in, fails to get it in deep. Makasmau with it once again. Passes across to Rath. Rath up on the boards. Puck comes out to center. That's Benfield. Puts it into the corner. Benfield there pressured by Hendry. Puck controlled out to defense. Shot number 24. Shot on goal. Save. Nice save there by Doherty. That was Jordan Foe from Flin Flon, Manitoba on the shot there. We have our first whistle. Already forgot. Face-off down deep, controlled by Dryden. Taken up by McDonald. McDonald back after not playing last night with an injury. Puck in the defensive zone of the Lumberjacks, up on the boards. Chipped out to center ice. Foe with that puck. Power turns around, makes a nice move there, loses a defender. Puck passed up. Chipped into the zone by Strom. Jopie with it behind the net. He rings it around for his partner, Kaiser. Kaiser up to Caden Sutter. Sutter gets to center ice. Puts it over for Pajali, who chips it in. Phillips with pressure there, comes away with the puck for the Lumberjacks. Hendry loses it, not able to keep it in the blue line. Carson with it. Carson brings it in deep. A lot of back and forth in the Lumberjack offensive zone. That's Phillips who's just ridden off the puck. Puck running around the boards. Looks like we're going to have an icing on our second whistle of the game. So with 17:41 remaining in the first period, we have no score, one shot on goal in this pretty much back and forth game so far. Looks like Lumberjacks are coming with a line of Staley, Rizek, and Cedar, with Carson and Pretorius on defense. Looks like Carson is back on defense tonight. Those who were fans last year know Zach was a defenseman here all last season. He's been playing quite a bit of forward this year as well. Now back at D again tonight. Puck controlled. Pretorius shoots it into the corner. Controlled there. Cedar takes a shot, doesn't get through. Still working for the puck. Cedar in the corner, trying to ride him off, but he keeps the puck on his stick, rings it behind the boards, nobody there. Broke out by Dryden. Carson in his own defensive zone brings it up to Staley. Staley just tips it into the zone, gets it in deep. Picked up behind the net by Green for Dryden. Brought out to center ice. Nice job stepping up there by Jopie. Stops the puck and is able to get it in deep. And forward's able to complete a change for the Lumberjacks. Dryden with it in deep, but Hacker does a nice job of knocking it off the stick and keeping it in. Jopie holds the blue line. Zach Johnson with it. Back to Jopi. Jopi walks in. He takes a shot. Looks like it might have went off the glove of the goalie. Broken out by Dryden. Quavisto was unable to handle that. Turns it over to the Lumberjacks. Here we go. Kaiser on the rush. He's got numbers. Kaiser tries to dump it in. Knocked down by the defense. Picked up and taken behind the net. That was Olsen. Pucks are loose there. Hacker has a shot at it. Puts it wide. Carson out front. Nobody home. Actually puts it on the stick of Dryden. Kaiser tied up on the boards with one of the Ice Dogs who was able to get the puck free and put it into the Lumberjack zone. Broke out quick. Pajali looked like he tried to tip it, but if he even got his stick on it, he was just on the wrong side of the red line. So we have an icing here on the Lumberjacks and a defensive zone faceoff. We go defensive face-off for the Lumberjacks. Referee doesn't like something and trying to get him lined up right. We're back in action here. Puck controlled at the point by Dryden. Shot doesn't make it through. Knocked down by defense. Ryder McMillan with the puck. Brings it around to Carson. Carson up to Pajali. It's chipped out of the room, out of the zone. Pajali goes for McMillan, a little too far for him, but is able to enter the offensive zone. McMillan working for the puck on the boards. Tangled up there with Umferville. Dryden with it. Center ice, neutral zone. Dropped in deep by Foe. Hendry with it behind the net for the Lumberjacks. Over to Pajali. Pajali unable to clear the zone with it, but gets it out on his second try. Straight to an Ice Dog who puts it in on net on Doherty. Doherty steers it aside, leaves it for Carson. Carson McMillan. McMillan tries a fancy no-look tip pass, almost paid the price, as was intercepted by Dryden, but they weren't able to do anything with it. Earl with the puck, brings it across. Pajali knocks the Ice Dog off the puck. Puck comes down the other way and shot the length of the ice, and we will have another icing on the Lumberjacks. 14:46 remaining in the first period. Still a scoreless hockey game. Shots on goal, 2-1 in favor of Dryden. Dryden controls the face-off, unable to get it through. Control it now on the sideboards. Up to McMillan, is able to intercept the pass. McMillan taking it behind his own net, setting up, brings it up to Hendry. Hendry for Pajali, a rather slow pass. Sal just avoided what could have been a pretty brutal check. Puck ends up with Phillips, who gets it in deep as he's being harassed by two Ice Dogs. Now, shot there on goal. It was Phillips with the big windup. Glove save by Clark. And we have a whistle. Hasten on the faceoff, loses it to Dryden. Dryden controls it in the defensive zone. Brought out center ice. Pass up there for Moore was a little past him. Said Petroius had it, coughed it up on the boards, but Dryden unable to do anything with it. Harmless shot wide there. Green put it behind the net. Back out to the point. Moore shot wide. Hooten was right on the doorstep, unable to get a stick on that for the tip. Sutter with it. Sutter comes across. Looks like Pretorius. He goes for the long pass. It was tipped by a Dryden player, so there will not be an icing. McDonald was in the corner, taken off the puck by number 20, whose name I don't have here. Liam Strom with it. Oh, big hit there, Ty Moore. Jacob Rizek stood up to him. Rizek, one of the smallest guys in the ice, got knocked down, but knocked more off the puck and gave us a rush and a shot on goal. That was Kaiser who got the shot for the Lumberjacks. Rizek fighting behind the net for it.
Liam Foley's number 20.
Okay. I'll get it later. Puck in deep. Meyer with it. Meyer knocked off the puck. A nice check there by Kaiser. Puck comes back to Dryden, put behind by Foe. That was DeBray on it. Rizek took a check at him as well. Back behind the net, Jopie. Jopie flips it off the boards. Staley had a chance, but knocked it right to the defenseman of Dryden. Nice play there. Pocket picked. Oh. That was Cedar, who made a really nice effort. Just didn't have enough room. Rizek with a shot. Pad save there. Got a penalty coming. Delayed penalty. And I'm not really sure who they're calling. We got a tripping call. And it looks like Staley for the Lumberjacks is going to the box.
What was the number? 19.
So that's number 19, Hayden Staley. 2 minutes for tripping. 12:20 remaining.
Brings up Dryden power play. Did you catch that Liam Foley is number 20 for their team? That was close.
Back to live action here. We'll cut away for announcement for the penalty. With 12:20 remaining in the first period, a minor penalty has been assessed to the Lumberjacks. Number 19, Hayden Staley. 2 minutes for tripping. That's Staley for tripping. Okay, back to live action here. Power play for the Dryden Ice Dogs. Controlling the puck in the Lumberjack zone. Kaiser with a nice job there getting the puck out to center ice. Puck taken in. Shot on goal there by Macasmal. Steered aside by Doherty. Macasmal with it once again. Shot on goal. Jopie is able to knock that down in front. Doesn't get through to the goalie. Puck into the corner for Dryden. Frattinger with it. Frattinger comes across. Back to Macasmal. Shot on goal. Doherty does a nice job steering that one away. Puck controlled by Dryden, right? Point blank shot there by Foe, which was set aside. Looks like the puck just cleared the zone, fortunately for the Lumberjacks. Oh, left dangerously there, but Caden Sutter unable to do anything with it. Hacker chasing down. Puck out to center ice. Fournier leaves it there. Nice job of intercepting that by Phillips. Unable to clear the zone now. That's 18 Benfield with the puck for Dryden. Back to the point. Brought across. Shot there. Looks like it went wide. Hooten with the shot had a guy right in front. Moore was just standing all alone in front of the goalie for screen and tip, but unable to do anything with it. Full strength for the Lumberjacks. Looks like we're not. Icing was waved there. Must have been tipped. Puck in the Dryden zone, so pretty harmless power play there. A couple shots on goalie that Doherty was able to stay with. Carson with it in center ice over to Kaiser for the Jacks. Knocked down in center ice, controlled there by Phillips. Phillips comes in, brings it across over to Carson. Carson, nice move to the front. Gets a shot off but wide. Back to Pajali. Pajali shot on net. McMillan was there for the screen. Goalie able to steer that one wide. Kaiser knocks it down but unable to keep it in his own. Oh, 2-on-0 coming. Oh, and Doherty stands up to the task.
Oh, good. Yes, all right.
Doherty on a 2-on-0 stuffs, I believe that was Fournier, and makes a great save to keep this hockey game scoreless. Doherty had a couple times there that he was pretty well tested, and did a great job on both of those. Can have a defensive zone face-off here with the Lumberjacks. 9:21 remaining in the period. Shot on net wide for Dryden. Dryden controlling it. Bad angle shot there. Gloved down by Doherty. Little extracurricular actions. It seems this team, Dryden, last night really wanted to get under the skin of Dylan Jope. Dylan's a big player for us, and seems like they're going out of their way, but Dylan's pretty calm-headed most of the time. Dryden likes to play, I think, a little more physical, chippy game than we typically see the Lumberjacks playing. So 9:09 remaining. Shots on goal are 5 apiece. So far, another even hockey game. Face-off controlled by Dryden. Oh, unable to control it, actually. Here comes Caden Sutter. Caden goes for McDonald, just a little too far on the pass for McDonald. Puck comes back out to center for Dryden. Dryden comes out offsides. Yeah. Yeah, that was, he was way off sides and still took a shot on the goal, which, of course, Ryan Kaiser took exception to it. So we're now seeing gloves off and a little fisticuff action. Now, I see why Kaiser was upset. I would be shocked if there isn't an extra 2 minutes here for Dryden, because that shot came a couple seconds after the whistle for the offsides. So we'll wait to see what they call up, but it looks like we're going to have at least 2 players leaving the ice for the duration of the game.
He didn't fight back. Not right turtle.
So we'll take a quick break here while they sort all this out, and we'll get the call for you in a couple of minutes.
Sitting for him for number 9.
Yeah. Do I put number 9 up or keep 44 is fine?
No, 44 is fine.
Okay.
With 8:50, trying to get the mic work. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry, they're trying to get the PA worked out as well here. So we'll be back on our game in just a second here with announcement of penalties. With 8:56 remaining in the first period, the following penalties have been assessed. To the Dryden Ice Dogs, number 44, Christian Umferville. 2 minutes for roughing, 5 minutes and a game misconduct for fighting. And for the Wisconsin Lumberjacks, number 27, Ryan Kaiser, 5 minutes and a game misconduct for fighting. It's a Lumberjack power play. Okay, back to live action with you. Looks like we got a delayed penalty coming here on the Lumberjacks. I didn't see what happened, but I saw the arm up. It looks like a tripping penalty going on Dylan Jopie, number 4.
Just like last night, there goes our power play.
You probably heard that in the background. Same thing happened last night to us. A couple different times, I think 3 times, Lumberjacks took himself off the power play with a penalty. With 8:05 remaining in the first period, a minor penalty has been assessed to the Lumberjacks, number 4, Dylan Jopie. 2 minutes for tripping. That's Jopie for tripping. So we're back to 4-on-4 action here. Puck controlled in the defensive zone by Dryden. Little pressure being put on there by the Lumberjacks' McMillan. Puck brought out neutral ice. Was Hooten having a hard time controlling it, but Mekasma was able to get it in deep. Puck brought up here, and McMillan unable to control the pass. Turned over in center ice, and then in deep Lumberjack zone once again. Carson with the long outlet pass. McMillan unable to control and handle the pass. He would have been in 1-on-2, so it wouldn't have given a great break, but puck out center ice. Benfield crosses into the zone, goes around Henry with a nice move, and goes top shelf on Doherty. Benfield had speed coming in. Was able to get around Henry, who didn't, and made a really nice move to put it up over Doherty's shoulder for first goal of the game.
Our guy was out, right? Jopie?
Yeah, Jopie's out.
Okay,
So 6:56 remaining in the game. 1-0 lead from Dryden. Dryden had the first period lead last night as well.
10-5.
18-10-5 on.
Max Rath is number 5, and Jonah Forner,
Okay.
number 10. Bryce Benefield was the goal for the score.
Scoring for the Ice Dogs with 6:56 remaining in the first period. Number 18, Bryce Benfield, assisted by number 10, Jonah Fournier, and number 5, Max Rath. That's Benfield from Fournier and Rath. Puck controlled now by Dryden in the Lumberjack zone, brought out to the point. Rath keeps it in. Was pressured by Staley, able to get rid of the puck. Went for the centering pass, nobody there. Puck in the defensive zone of Dryden, brought out to center ice. That was Earl getting it in deep and going off for a change. Picked up behind the net by Carson. Carson over to Jopie. Jopie flips it out to center ice. It's going to go the length of the ice. An icing called. Hopped right over one of the Ice Dogs' stick. I thought we might see the linesman wave it off, but he opted not to. So we'll have a defensive zone
was that goal?
Had me 30 seconds ago. 6:56.
Shot on goal there. Doherty able to make the save. Comes back to the defense. They put it in corner. Controlled by the Lumberjacks behind the net. Up the boards. Ooh, that was Caden Sutter taken down. No whistle or no penalty on the play. Put in deep to the Lumberjack zone by DeBray. We have a whistle now. Looks like I think the door on the other end might have come open again tonight. So we'll have time to change the lines, and it looks like we're going to a media timeout. The Lumberjacks would like to take this media timeout to thank our sponsors. Artisam, your resource for all your outdoor adventures. Spooner Health, a champion for health and a champion for our community. Seven Winds Casino Lodge and Conference Center, proud sponsor of your Wisconsin Lumberjacks. Lean Law Office of Hayward. Hurt? Call Kurt. Spooner Hayward Physical Therapy. And Jack Links, the official protein snack of the Wisconsin Lumberjacks. Also, take your chance here between periods to visit our concession stand, but also to pick up your Chuckapucks and Chase the Jack. The Chase the Jack jackpot for tonight is over $120. The more tickets people buy, the more the jackpot goes up.
Especially with Lumberjacks who are way at home.
Right?
We'll be back in action here shortly with a defensive zone face-off for the Lumberjacks. 5:30 remaining in the first period of this 1-0 hockey game led by Dryden. Shots on goal, dead even at 7 apiece. Jopie with it, takes it high off the boards, flips it out to center ice. Not going to make it for an icing. Puck controlled by the Ice Dogs, flip out to center ice. Jopie with it. Jopie able to shoot it in deep. Mattismau with it behind the net. Two Lumberjacks on him. He's able to kick the puck up to his teammate. That was Meyer. Frattinger with it now. He comes across. Great shooting spot right in the high slot. Doherty with the nice save there. Keep this a one-goal hockey game. So it looks like we got Kaysen's line out there. Kaysen wins the draw. Controlled there by Carson. Carson has the puck taken away from him, however. Sutter up over to McDonald. McDonald crosses center ice. Gets his own over to Sutter. Sutter with it. A weak backhand on net. Steered aside by the blocker. Didn't have much of a chance to get much on that shot. Carson picks off the pass in center ice. Shoots it behind the net. Clark plays it behind, leaves it for his defenseman. Dryden able to clear center ice.
Well, that come off our skate.
We're going to have a center ice face-off here.
He was offsides. When I hit him.
Puck in deep into the Lumberjack zone. Jopie with it behind the net. Goes up wide to pass too far for Johnson. Puck chipped down to the Dryden zone. Controlled there by Foe. Back behind the net. Moore shoots it up, held in at the zone by Jopie. Someone else takes a run at Jopie, but ends up going into the boards himself. Goalie lost his stick there. I made a nice save, but stick just laying there. I got a little distracted by the extracurriculars behind the play. As I said, someone took a run at Jopie, missed him, almost ended up in the Dryden bench with his teammates. Puck there, Hacker not quite able to hold it, able to tip it into the zone, but now controlled by Dryden. Dryden out with it just into the Lumberjack zone. Puck cleared out. This is Cedar with it. Cedar going sideways on the blue line, able to keep his line mates on sides. In deep, puck there picked up by Phillips. Philip unable to handle it though, gets it knocked off his stick. Nice move there. That was Sal Pajali who stepped up and was able to pick the pocket of the Dryden player, but Dryden ends right back up with the puck. Puck in deep, Pretorius on it. Over to Pajali. Pajali braces for the hits, able to come away with the puck, leaves it for McMillan, who leaves it there for Carson. Carson McMillan coming down 2-on-3. Puck knocked off Carson's stick. Scrum for it in the corner. Mattismau gets away with it. Brought up. Oh, Pretorius steps up for the big hit, gets the worst of it. That was Landon Strom who Pretorius stood up to hit. The good news was that he did knock him off the puck, and the Lumberjacks did come away with it, but I think he paid a little price for the hit. Puck controlled in deep by Dryden in their own zone. Brought out to center ice now. Looks like we're going to have a call here against the Lumberjacks, a tripping call.
Number 16, yeah.
Sal Pajali, it looks like, will be going to the box.
Tripping, I believe.
With 2:09 remaining in the first period, a minor penalty has been assessed to the Lumberjacks, number 16, Sal Pajali. 2 minutes for tripping. That's Pajali for tripping. Dryden brings it up, neutral ice. Frattinger with it. Stops at the blue line. Looks like puck didn't make it to the zone. He was pressured there by Jopie. Puck out to center ice. Now into the zone. Foe's going to take it behind the net to set up. He brings up to Frattinger. Frattinger brings it across for Meyer. Meyer back to Foe. Foe back to the point. That was DeBray, whose shot got knocked by defenseman, was directed wide. And in an attempt to bring it to their D, puck goes to center ice. Dryden regroups. Oh, a shot on goal there. That was DeBray. Didn't look like much of a shot, but Doherty had a little hard time handling it, but able to get it, steer it aside and iced down by the Lumberjacks. 1 minute left in the period. First period here. 47 seconds left in the power play for the Ice Dogs. Controlled at the point. Run into the far wall. Another shot there by DeBray. That's about his third shot on this power play. That was steered aside by Doherty. Got Freeze there with two Dryden Ice Dogs in the corner. Dryden comes away with it. Oh, nice pass there. Oh, it was a great pass there. Jonah Fournier had someone right on the front door and standing all alone, nobody watching him, and brought it in up over the shoulder of Doherty. So with 25.8 seconds remaining in the period, we have our second goal.
Yeah. 18 for 12.
Here we go with about 13 seconds left in the period. Scrum at center ice.
Is it true though? Is that how it works?
Well, it's what the referees call up.
Okay.
But Doug will...
Not a lot happening. There's a lot of scrum going on. Pajali and somebody are on the ice. Doesn't look like anything's going to come of that.
Jolly.
He doesn't scrum.
So it looks like we're at the end of the period. I'll get that goal announced for you right here.
It was Bryce Benfield from James Houghton.
Scoring for the Ice Dogs with 25.6 seconds remaining in the first period. Number 18, Bryce Benfield, assisted by number 12, James Hooten. That's Benfield from Hooten. And with that, end of the first period, we will step aside and be back to join you for second period action in about 18 minutes. Welcome back to the Spooner Civic Center for second period action between the Dryden Ice Dogs and Wisconsin Lumberjacks. At the end of the first period, a minor penalty was assessed to the Lumberjacks number 12, Ryder McMillan. 2 minutes for cross-checking, so Dryden will start the period on the power play. Clock's down to 0. Looks like we're almost ready to go. However, it looks like in the Dryden zone that they're having some problems with the ice freezing up. So just a quick recap of the first period. Both goals were scored by Dryden Ice Dogs. Both goals were scored by Bryce Benfield, one on the power play. Assisting on the first goal were Fournier and Rath. And on the second goal, assist was credited to Hooten. Dryden had, only time they had penalties assessed was a fighting major game misconduct along with a 2-minute roughing penalty to number 44, Christian Umferville. In that same exchange, Ryan Kaiser from the Lumberjacks received 5-minute and a game misconduct for fighting. Lumberjacks also had 4 other penalties, 3 trips and a cross-check assessed during the period. So I think one thing I'm sure Coach Lean talked with the team about between the periods was the need to stay out of the penalty box. So we're just going to step aside here while they wait for the ice to set up. We'll be back with you in a couple moments. At the end of the first period, a minor penalty was assessed to the Lumberjacks number 12, Ryder McMillan. 2 minutes for cross-checking. That was McMillan for cross-checking. Looks like the ice is froze up. We're ready to go, and we start the period, as I said, with a Dryden power play. Puck into the Lumberjack zone. However, Sal Pajali is able to backhand it down the length of the ice on net. Clark steers it aside easily. Brought back out by the Ice Dogs. Pass a little far for an Ice Dog there. Able to get it back. Oh. A shot just wide there by Meyer. Puck controlled there. Pajali's able to take it away. He's looking for an outlet pass. Eats it on the boards. Brings it back to Jopie. Jopie goes across to Hacker. Hacker's got his head up. Tries for Phillips. A little too far there.
Thank you, brother.
You can stand in the background.
Good. I'm good. So, puck along the boards. Pajali was fighting for it. Back to Jopie again. Hacker's able to steer it the length of the ice. Pajali's able to get a change. So both forwards, I think, have changed now for the Jacks. Jopie and Hacker still on. Hard to make that second period change when you're a defenseman. So far, we're over a minute into the power play. Great job by the Lumberjacks in not allowing Dryden to get set up with it. And it looks like they're able to clear the zone once again. Puck controlled at center ice by Dryden. Brought over to Debray. Debray brings it ahead a little too far for Fournier. Sutter's able to knock it away and get it into the zone, tying a guy up along the boards. Good job of killing off a few seconds there. 25 seconds remaining in the power play for Dryden. Pass up more on the near boards. Sent over and chipped into the zone by Debray. Pretorius on defense, unable to clear the puck. Oh, puck brought out there. Debray shot wide. He had a nice opening in the high slot. Debray again shoots, hits his own guy in front. That was Fournier, who was actually on his way down due to a little Lumberjack cross-check, I believe. So 17:55 remaining in the period, now at full strength.
This is way too good. It's holding up too fast.
We're going to have an offensive zone faceoff. I believe the only shot on goal on that power play for Dryden was a dump in. It came from the point harmlessly there. So great job of killing by the Jacks there. Maybe they can get something going now back at full strength. Faceoff controlled by Dryden. Green tries for a shot, harmlessly goes wide. Carson working to get the puck there for the Jacks. Up to Johnson. Johnson a little far for Cedar. Puck turned over in center ice. A little back and forth between the two teams. Johnson goes down. Puck now controlled by Olsen. Olsen across for Freeze. Freeze has a hard time getting the puck. Ends up shooting at the length of the ice. There will not be an icing. See a couple of Lumberjacks changing. Center ice there. Phillips gets it, takes it over a little far. There, oh, Cedar goes for the puck. Don't think he ever had it, was knocked off it. Puck taken in there. That was Melness with a weak shot on goal. Easily handled there by Doherty. And we have a whistle.
Doesn't look like there's a pretty short red.
17:05 remaining in the second period of this 2-0 hockey game. Dryden with the lead. Defensive zone faceoff for the Lumberjacks. Controlled once again by Dryden, although McMillan's able to step up and clear it out of the zone. McMillan chasing down Rath. Rath behind the net. Able to get away from McMillan. Puck brought out to center ice. That's chipped into the zone there by Benfield. Benfield knocked off by Hacker.
Not hard. Only one of arguments. What I'm saying is, you said short bench.
Pajali with the puck.
You don't have.
Brought in deep once again by Dryden. Jopie with it behind the net. He looks up, pass a little too far for Phillips. We're not going to have an icing there. It was waved by the linesman. Dryden controls it in their defensive zone. Hooten behind the net. McMillan putting pressure on there. Phillips unable to control it. Puck comes out to center. Petroius unable to do anything with it. Brought into the zone. Nice play there by Pajali. Keeps the puck out to neutral zone. Now it's dumped back in, but the Dryden had to regroup. Well, we have a whistle. Looks like we have a player for Dryden going to the box. Oh, and one for the Lumberjacks as well. Number 10 for Dryden and Pajali for the Lumberjacks.
Nothing on the board? No, I'm sure it's offset.
Yes, sir. 2 minutes each on the board. Yep.
So we're going to have 2 minutes each up on the board. So
Okay,
we'll be
roughing and slashing, okay.
playing 4-on-4 hockey.
All right,
One. What are they?
16 and 10.
Who had the rough?
I did
They-
it wrong. Is there 10? I don't think that's right, is it?
It'll be okay. They had the roughing, we had the slashing.
No. Yeah, I didn't get the one on there.
With 15:59 remaining in the second period,
And they scored.
Yep.
the following minor penalties were assessed. To the Lumberjacks, number 16, Sal Pajali, 2 minutes for slashing. And to Dryden, number 10,
Big Zello.
Jonah Fournier, 2 minutes for roughing.
No, they're offsetting, so they both gotta stay.
Shit. Hope I don't press anything here. How do I clear?
Just hit the clear button, I think.
There's a clear button?
Yeah. 12 and 17. 12 and 17, okay. 12 and 17. Did you catch that?
Scoring for the Ice Dogs with 15:52 remaining in the second period. Number 12, James Hooten, assisted by number 17, Landon Strom. That's Hooten from Strom. So back with you after that announcement here. 3-0, Dryden leads at this point. They came right down the ice. Scored on the 4-on-floor right away. I'm sorry I wasn't live on that. I was getting the PA announcing going, but 3-0 now. Dryden with the lead in shots on goal, 13-11. We're continuing 4-on-4 hockey here for another minute 24. Back to live action. Connor Hacker with it. We got Connor Hacker back playing some defense today. I think with Kaiser having been ejected from the game, they moved Connor back. I know Connor played quite a bit of defense back in high school and before he got here, so familiar position to him. There's a shot there by Macus Mouse steered wide. Dryden controls it in their offensive zone. Controlled there by Jopie. Jopie over to Hacker. Hacker does a nice little turn there back to Jopie. Trying to get it set up and get it out of their own zone. There's Phillips. Phillips shoots for McMillan. He gets through the two guys. McMillan shoots. He scores! Great effort. Great play there. Dylan Phillips chips the puck to Ryder McMillan. McMillan had a step on the D, was able to split the D, go in, shoot high side, and break the ice on goalie Eric Clark. Yeah, so nice to see a little life. Lumberjacks get them on the board. The 4-on-4 hockey been kind of controlled there by Dryden most of the way, but scoring for the Lumberjacks with 14:38 remaining in the period. Number 12, Ryder McMillan. Assisted by number 20, Dylan Phillips, and number 4, Dylan Jopie. That's McMillan from Phillips and Jopie. So while the announcement for the goal was going on, you saw there was quite a bit of action in front of the Dryden net. A couple good scoring opportunities there for the Lumberjacks, but Clark stood tall, kept the puck out of the net. So we'll have 19 seconds left of 4-on-4 action here. Puck's brought out by Dryden, cross center ice, chipped into the zone. Oh, interesting bounce off the boards there. It came right back to Landon Strom, who shot but hit the side of the net. Could have been very unfortunate for the Lumberjacks there, but right there, number 12, James Hooten did a great job of just stepping around and getting a shot on goal there. So a little between the goal and the little scrum in front there, Lumberjacks even the shots back up at 15. Looks like we're going to have our first media timeout of the period. The Wisconsin Lumberjacks would like to thank their following sponsors: Artisam, your resource for all your outdoor adventures; Spooner Health, a champion for health and a champion for our community; Seven Winds Casino Lodge and Conference Center, a proud sponsor of your Wisconsin Lumberjacks; Lean Law Office of Hayward, hurt, call Kurt; Spooner Hayward Physical Therapy; and Jack Links, the official protein snack of the Wisconsin Lumberjacks. Also, you have just over 14 minutes of game time left to go out to the lobby and purchase your Chuck-a-Pucks, which will happen immediately after the end of the second period. And right after that, we'll draw for Chase the Jack. The Chase the Jack jackpot is currently over $120. So with 13:58 remaining in the second period, we have a 3-1 hockey game here with Dryden leading the Lumberjacks. We're going to have a defensive zone face-off for the Lumberjacks. Puck by the Lumberjack net there. It comes out, and Doherty wisely puts his glove on it and stops it there. Lumberjacks have Olson out there. He is centering, it looks like, Cedar and Johnson out there. Puck back to the point. Shot. Goal.
That was dirty.
Puck came out to the defenseman, took the shot. Doherty went down. I don't think Doherty ever saw that one. It beat him high glove side, but the reaction of the glove was a little late. I think he was screened there. And just like that, we have a 4-1 hockey game. I know. I know.
Get back in the boys.
Scoring for the Ice Dogs, number 25, Easton Debray, assisted by number 15, Ty Moore. That's Debray from Moore.
We're going to see a goalie change here.
So we're back at live action again. Puck controlled by Dryden in their defensive zone. Brought out to center ice. Backhanded into the zone in deep. Benfield chases it down, carried it all the way down, dumped it in, came away with it, leaves it behind the net. We got Petroius tied up with one of the Dryden players. Sutter with the puck over to McDonald. McDonald loses it, knocks it over. Nice play there. Oh, back and forth and goal. Tic-tac-toe. McDonald backhands it across. I think that was number 14. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it was Shane Kaysen who gave it right back to McDonald, who puts it into the net. Great goal there by the Lumberjacks. Brings us to a 4-2 hockey game.
Yes, sir. 28-14-2.
Puck back in live action here. Down deep into the Lumberjack zone once again. Scoring for the Lumberjacks with 12:55 remaining in the second period. Number 28, Brandon McDonald. Assisted by number 14, Shane Casson. And number 2, Caden Sutter. That's McDonald from Casson and Sutter. So back to action here. Puck controlled by Dryden.
I like this team. They're not giving up. Last year they gave up.
Yeah.
Puck there out in front, covered by Doherty. 12:13 remaining in the second period, 4-2 in favor of the Ice Dogs. Could have a defensive zone face-off for the Lumberjacks. Looks like the line that just scored the goals back out. Kaysen, McDonald, and Sutter, along with Carson and Jopi on defense. Puck controlled by Carson. Up the boards to McDonald. McDonald blind pass across, just tried to backhand it across. Closest player was an Ice Dog. Carson with it behind in the corner. Wow, there was Petroius taken off that puck hard by one of the Ice Dogs. I believe that was Landon Strom who put him down. Puck comes away with the Lumberjacks. Kaysen over to Sutter. Sutter's able to chip it in the corner, win the race to the puck. Pass there from behind. McDonald threw it, nobody home. Again, just kind of blindly threw it in front, hoping somebody was there. Puck brought out center ice there. Cedar with it. Makes turn. We have a whistle here.
That's off.
And the net's off back in the defensive zone. So we'll have a whistle and probably a face-off back in the Dryden zone.
going on with Jopi.
We have a discussion going on. Dylan Jopi, captain, alternate captain for the Lumberjacks, isn't happy about something, but it doesn't appear that he got any satisfaction. I think he thought the faceoff should not be in the defensive zone, considering the net was off in the Dryden defensive zone, but I'm guessing maybe it was knocked off by the Lumberjacks. Puck into the zone there. Lumberjacks with control. Nice move there. Shot. Steered aside. That was Johnson with the shot. Puck back. Cedar back to Jopi. Jopi into the corner. Nobody there. Olsen putting a little pressure on there, but Dryden comes away with the puck. Puck controlled in the Lumberjack defensive zone. Olsen. Now brought into the zone there. Hacker with it. Hacker behind the net. Puck there. Dryden shot high. Jopi with the puck. Hacker up to Johnson. Johnson goes wide with it. That was behind Olsen, unable to make a play on it. We have a whistle there and some very unhappy fans, and I'm not exactly sure what happened. Yeah, it's, as I said, it seems like some very unhappy fans, but I don't think anyone up here is really know what's going on. The officials are talking about it. We've got 10:05 remaining in the period. It's a pretty even game still, 17 shots a goal. We have a center ice face-off here. Usually a center ice face-off means that the refs blew an icing call that shouldn't have been blown or something similar.
I love it.
So I'm guessing that must happen, but I'm not sure. We all make mistakes, I know, but quite often if an icing, someone waves an icing and someone else calls it, it comes back to center ice. So Phillips on the draw for the Lumberjacks. Controlled by Dryden. Gets it in deep into their offensive zone. Petroius with it. Over Carson. Carson looking. Goes up the middle. Just misses a pass. A little too far for McMillan. So we have the icing. Puck will come back for a defensive zone faceoff. 9:47 remaining. 4-2 hockey game. Again tonight, period and a half into the game, looks like we have two real well-balanced teams. As I mentioned earlier, those that may not be aware, they went to overtime yesterday where Dryden scored the game winner with just under a minute left in the overtime. And tonight, Dryden with the 4-2 score in what otherwise a pretty even hockey game. Shots and goal are even, etc. So puck in the corner. Ice Dogs come away with it. Pass for Strom was knocked away. Chipped out to center ice. Phillips working hard for it. Pajali comes away with it. Pajali with a shot. Glove save there. Nice job by Clark to glove that one. We will have an offensive zone face-off. 9:26 remaining in the period. Looks like Cedar, Staley, and Rezak, the fourth line for the Lumberjacks, are out for this shift. Cedar knocked down off the faceoff, comes away with Dryden bringing it down, coming down 3-on-2. Hacker does a nice job of pushing the guy to the corner away from the net. No shot there. Controlled behind the net, brought out front, a little too far. Hacker knocks down the shot from the point there. Rezak's able to knock that one down and chip it out to center ice, but it's going to go a little far, and we'll have the icing. So yeah, we have exactly 9 minutes left in the second period. Regrouping down in the Lumberjack zone. Cedar on the faceoff for Lumberjack. Lumberjack's unable to change due to the icing call. Jopi flips it out to center ice.
Another ice.
Looks like we're going to have another icing, just a little too far. So we'll have another defensive zone faceoff, and once again, the Lumberjacks unable to change their contingent of players due to the icing call. Draw controlled by Dryden. It seems like I've said that a lot today. Draw controlled by Dryden. They seem to be doing a great job on the faceoffs. That one was gloved by Doherty and held, so the Lumberjacks will be able to get their change finally. Lumberjacks looks like they're coming with the Kaysen line. Kaysen, Olsen, and Sutter. Actually, Kaysen, McDonald, and Sutter. I'm sorry, Sutter with the puck. It just gets into the zone, but unable to control it. Brought deep into the Lumberjack zone. Sutter unable to clear it there. Carson picks it up. Held in the zone by the Dryden. Kaysen flips it over for Sutter. Sutter's coming down, one on about 3 or 4. Sutter does get around. Weak backhand towards the net. Doesn't go anywhere. Sutter leaves Petroius. Shoots back to Sutter on Sutter's stick. He has a hard time teeing that one up. Blocked down by the defenseman. Puck brought across now out of the zone. Moore with it. Moore pushed out wide by Petroius. Shoots the puck wide. Controlled by Dryden. Walked in number 20. Shot on goal. Nice save there. Doherty comes across to Stone.
Yes, one shot there.
Little action in front of the net. Moore found himself down on the ice. Petroius going for him. And puck there. We have a whistle.
That should be 2, right?
I'll get it.
Can have a defensive zone face-off. So 7:35 remaining in the period. Continues to be a 4-2 hockey game. And it looks like we're probably going to have our second media timeout for this period. The Lumberjacks would like to thank their following sponsors. Artisam, your resource for all your outdoor adventures. Spooner Health, a champion for health and a champion for our community. Seven Winds Casino, Lodge, and Conference Center, a proud sponsor of the Wisconsin Lumberjacks. Lean Law Office of Hayward. Hurt? Call Kurt. Spooner Hayward Physical Therapy. And Jack Links, the official protein snack of the Wisconsin Lumberjacks. It's about your last chance you have to go out and get your Chuck-a-Pucks. We'll be throwing those Chuck-a-Pucks right at the end of this period. And shortly after that, drawing for Chase the Jack. The Chase the Jack jackpot is over $120, and the more tickets are sold, the more the jackpot goes up. So 7:35 remaining in the second period. Shots on goal are now 21-18, favor Dryden. A defensive zone faceoff here for the Lumberjacks. Cedar on the faceoff. And we have a quick whistle, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty against the Ice Dogs.
Penalty. 2 minutes.
17. Cross-checking? Cross-checking?
So we'll wait for them to call that one up there. It is number 17 who's going to be going, Landon Strom. So the faceoff will revert down to the offensive zone. Offensive zone for the Lumberjacks.
Cross-check, Mike. Call it.
With 7:32 remaining in the second period, a minor penalty has been assessed to the Ice Dogs. Number 17, Landon Strom, 2 minutes for cross-checking. That's Strom for cross-check, and we have a Lumberjack power play. Dryden able to break the puck out of the zone there, bring it down. Weak shot on Doherty. He's able to make the save there.
Sounds like you're always playing music now.
We're going to have face-off there. Pajali loses the draw. Dryden controls it. Shot wide. Carson with it. Carson's going to try to get it set up. Brings it across over McDonald. McDonald loses the puck. Taken over there by Frattinger. Frattinger's able to get it out of the zone just to kill some time over to Debray, who just puts it in deep. Good job there by the Ice Dogs, controlling the puck and killing some time off the clock. 1:16 remaining in the penalty kill. Oh, shot over there. McDonald shot. Glove save. Clark. McDonald was set up nicely there. Nice shot. Clark makes a nice glove save there. Good scoring chance for the Lumberjacks on the power play. Clark was up to the task. We'll have a minute 6 left in the power play. Looks like the Lumberjacks are changing things up. Phillips, Pajali, and Sutter, it looks like, out there. We've got a whistle there. I'm thinking maybe the puck went into the Lumberjack bench and hit someone and came back out. So we have 6:29 remaining in the period, 58 seconds remaining in the Lumberjack power play. Phillips on the draw for the Lumberjacks. Wins that draw. Sutter brings it over to Jopi. Jopi brings it into the zone, tries to get set up. Jopi knocked off the puck. Massimao hits him pretty good, knocks him off the puck, and someone else is able to come in for the Ice Dogs and clear it out. Doherty shoots it up past anybody onto the stick of a Dryden player. He's able to dump it in deep. 35 seconds remaining in what has been a lackluster power play to this point. The one shot from McDonald was a great shot out of the net. I think that was the only shot on goal, and Phillips turns it over in the offensive zone, allows Dryden to clear at the length of the ice once again. So Jopi will try to regroup. That was Olsen bringing it up. Pass a little far for Phillips there. 12 seconds remaining. Dryden's able to shoot at the length of the ice and effectually kill the rest of the power play. So not a very good looking power play there for the Jacks this time. At a point they really could have used something. Olsen with it. Olsen tries to beat gets the puck back on his stick. He's behind the net with it. Looking out in front, unable to get it to Sutter. Sutter in the corner with it. Phillips picks it up. Phillips wheeling out of the corner. Looks across for Jopi. We got a delayed penalty coming up here on Dryden. Doherty goes to the box. And we have the whistle there. I guess it was controlled by Dryden, so we have the whistle, and we're going to be having another power play opportunity for the Lumberjacks shortly after their last one.
What was that, roughing? 91?
Looks like number 91's going to the box. Number 91 is Brady Frattinger. We've called his name a lot tonight, mostly when he has the puck. He's assessed a 2-minute penalty.
What is this?
Was it John? Was it this?
Oh, it was like this. I don't know if it's roughing or not.
We think it's a roughing call up here. They didn't call up with what it was.
I think it's roughing.
No. So you got 5:11 remaining in the period on the official scoreboard. We're going to have a Lumberjack power play.
We're calling it roughing.
With 5:11 remaining in the second period, a minor penalty has been assessed to the Ice Dogs, number 91, Brady Frattinger. 2 minutes for roughing. That's Frattinger for roughing. Just a great opportunity there. Zach Carson makes a shot. Clark's able to get the pad on it as he snakes it out, but a good scoring opportunity for the Jacks. Carson brings it up. Sutter unable to get it. Pajali picks up 2-on-1. Pajali goes wide. McMillan unable to come up with it. Brings it out front. Shot! Oh, wide. Great centering pass there by McMillan. That was, I believe, Carson who shot it wide. Well, we got a goal. Puck in the net. Goalie's down. We're not sure. The referee pointed to the goal, but I know the goalie's down. It looks like one of the Lumberjack players was taken into the goalie and took out the goalie.
91's out.
And it appears as if they are awarding the goal. As I said, to me it looked like one of the defenders for Dryden took out our forward right into the goalie and took out the goalie and shot and score right after that. Again, we have to wait for that to be called up to us. It will be a power play goal for the Lumberjacks. Nice to see the power play get going a little bit here.
17, 12, and 16.
So, yeah, they did award the goal. The referee has called the goal up. Number 17, Zach Carson with the goal, assisted by Ryder McMillan and Zach Johnson.
Number 90.
So, someone's not, one of the Dryden players taking exception, trying to get into Jopie's head a little bit. And, of course, right there to back him up is one of the larger Dryden players, Maximow. Ref tells Maximow to go take a seat and go cool off a little. So 4:30 remaining in the game. Lumberjacks have turned it into a one-goal game. Shots on goal are once again even at 22. Getting ready for the face-off here. Scoring for the Lumberjacks with 4:30 remaining in the second period on the power play. Number 17, Zach Carson. Assisted by number 12, Ryder McMillan. And number 15, Zach Johnson. That's Carson from McMillan and Johnson on the power play. Oh, we got a penalty coming right off here, right in front of the net for the Lumberjacks. I believe it's going to be number 5 for Dryden. He took Jopie from behind, cross-checked his helmet off his head, so I'm assuming that's what the call is going to be.
Was it a penalty? Who is it? Number 5?
Number 5.
No. So yeah, it is number 5 going to the box, Max Rath.
Checking cross-check.
With 4:01 remaining, the Lumberjacks just coming off of a power play goal. They're going to be back on the power play once again with the puck in the offensive zone. Linesman's ready to drop the puck, but the referee's having a discussion with the Dryden coach, and here we're going to
cross-check. All right.
was cross.
Cross-check.
Yep, cross-check.
With 4:01 remaining in the second period, a minor penalty has been assessed to the Ice Dogs, number 5, Max Rath. 2 minutes for cross-checking. It's another Lumberjack power play. So back here, power play, looks like Pajali, McDonald, and Cedar on the forwards with Carson and McMillan back at the point. Carson, McMillan. McMillan tries to go across the Cedar. Pass is intercepted there. Doherty, the puck behind the net. Dangerous there. He shoots it away. Almost hits one of his own players, but we come away with the puck. Cedar unable to handle it. Goes in deep. Josh Green able to shoot at the length of the ice. Get it clear. Puck brought out to center ice. Cedar's been having a hard time handling the puck on this power play, but now we have it. Pajali with it. Pajali, weak shot, seared wide. Back to the point to McMillan. McMillan, shot blocked down by the point. Have Pajali and Makismal were tied up there. Not Not a pretty big size differential there between Macasmal and Sal Pajali, but Sal stood tall to him. Shot there, steered aside by Doherty. 47 seconds remaining on the Lumberjack power play. Puck up, Caden Sutter, center ice with it. Crosses the blue line. Takes it to the corner, trying to get something set up. Brings it back to the D. Jopi steps up. Jopi to Phillips just off his stick. Carson does a good job of getting the puck, but it clears his own back to Jopi. 20 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Phillips with it. He chips it, but just going to go right on the stick. Dryden unable to clear it, though. Sal Pajali over to Phillips. Phillips takes it wide. Brings it around the boards. Right there, nice move by Phillips. Puck comes out to the front, but he's unable to do anything with it. Covered by Clark. 1:57 remaining in the period. We're back at full strength for Dryden. I believe that power play resulted. I don't think there was a shot on goal, that power play.
Yeah,
So,
one.
no, I'm being corrected there. One shot on goal during the power play. Looks like Lumberjacks were looking at a late change, but not going to do it. Kaysen, along with Olsen and Johnson on the forwards. Shot there, steered wide by the defenseman. Dryden player down behind the net. Puck loose, picked up by Frattinger. Frattinger center ice, just digs it down. Hacker with the puck. Hacker knocked off the puck. Dryden Frattinger coming in with it. Frattinger, Jopi there. Jopi steps there. Nice save by Doherty. Frattinger had a nice move on Jopi. Came across. Good open lane to shoot, but Doherty up to the task. Again, a lot of play in center ice. Brought in. Shot on goal. High. Cleared out of the zone. Macasmal just dumped it in. Gives a chance for a line change for Dryden. High outlet pass to Johnson. Johnson, there's Kaysen. Kaysen with it. Shot saved. Johnson follow up. Great scoring opportunity there. Kaysen comes in, was sent in all alone by Johnson. He got the shot off. Nice save there. Rebound. Shot at that as well. But Clark with two nice saves there to keep this a one-goal hockey game. 1 minute remaining in the second period. Phillips on the draw for the Lumberjacks. Brought up Moore. Moore gets around Petroius. Moore into the corner. Carson working the puck in the corner along with two Dryden players. Carson brings it up the near boards. Unable to clear it. We're the Lumberjacks. Right there, flipped up to Phillips. Phillips coming down with basically 1-on-4. Makes a nice move to get the puck into the corner. Hoping for some help to join him. It's 16 seconds remaining. Puck in the corner. Not a lot of action happening there. Puck brought wide. Looks like Millen goes for the shot. Looks like it was steered aside by the blocker of Clark. Oh, had a chance. Carson. Oh, Carson can't get the shot off. A couple great chances there. Looked like some good chances for the Lumberjacks, but unable to get two shots off there at the end.
1 minute for the
Looks like we're going to end the period 4-3 in favor of the Dryden Ice Dogs. Shots on goal current time. 25 shots on goal for the Ice Dogs and 26 for the Lumberjacks. We're going to step aside here for the period break and be back with you for third period action before too long.
No, it's one thing I know.
Welcome back for third period action between the Dryden Ice Dogs and the Wisconsin Lumberjacks. Here we go, 4-3 game here. Connor Hacker with the puck over to Jopi. So I mentioned Hacker back playing defense since Kaiser was thrown out of the game for fighting earlier. Puck in the Lumberjacks defensive zone. Hacker's down there with Earl in the corner, joined by a couple other players. Jopi rings it around the boards, a little too far for McDonald. Going to be handled at center ice by the Ice Dogs.
No, Joby broke it and took the stick.
Benfield with it. Tries to bring it back to his own player. Tipped away by Hacker. Brought up Sutter up on the ice. Tries to center it. Cedar's taken down into the net. Takes out the net and the goalie. And we have a whistle. So you said, talked before, a very even hockey game so far. Shots on goal, 26-25 in favor of the Lumberjacks. Scoreboard 4-3 in favor of the Ice Dogs. But two very competitive teams having a hard-fought game just like last night. So been a good weekend of hockey here in Spooner, Wisconsin. Cedar on the face-off for the Lumberjacks. Puck was controlled back to Petroius, who went for Carson, but missed him by a country mile with the pass. Defensive zone breaking it out. It was Dylan Olson trying to get it in, unable to get it in deep. Petroius with it, over to Carson, back over to Petroius with pressure. Chance to regroup here, Carson with it. Carson looks for Phillips just off his stick. Chipped in by Zach Johnson. Held in zone by Phillips there. Johnson turns, fires. Steered aside by Clark. Controlled behind the net. Broke out by the Ice Dogs. Strom tries getting in. Ice Dogs go for a full change. Pass outlet up here to Olson. Olson, two guys on him, taking off the puck. I think we're going to have a charging or something here, but Olson was with the puck and lost it, and we got an interference call coming here on the Ice Dogs.
2 minutes.
$91.
Is that 91?
It looks like Frattinger is going to the box again. That'll be his second penalty of the game. He is trying to argue or plead his case with the officials, but I think we all know that usually doesn't work out so well. Once that a ref makes up his mind, you're not probably going to change it.
It's only going to piss him off.
Right?
I apologize to those of you that notice some changes now and then with the clock. I'm also responsible for the clock that's on here, and I sometimes have to make a couple corrections to it. With 18:20 remaining in the third period, a minor penalty has been assessed to the Ice Dogs number 91, Brady Frattinger. 2 minutes for interference. That's Frattinger for interference, and we have a Lumberjack power play.
Missed the net.
So while they announce what's happening, Lumberjacks had a great scoring opportunity but missed the net there. Looking to regroup, they pass for McDonald was too far for him. It results in an icing penalty. So we'll come down and have a defensive zone faceoff for the Lumberjacks. 1:27 remaining in the power play. Not sure, discussion going on with the Dryden coach with one of the officials. Looks like a fairly brief discussion, and about to get back in action here. 17:47 remaining in the third period. 1:27 remaining in the penalty to Frattinger. Lumberjacks control the power play. That's Carson, or control the face-off, I'm sorry. Carson brings it back. McDonald up, unable to be handled by McMillan. Pass was behind him. He couldn't pull it off the boards. Puck in deep. Pajali going for it. Phillips actually kicks it up. McDonald comes with it. Center ice. Offsides there. McDonald made his move outside the blue line, didn't get the puck across, and drew his own player offsides. One of those things you always wonder why they make that move outside the blue line rather than getting it across the blue line and making the move. But either way, it's an offsides, and we see a change of forwards for the Lumberjacks on the power play. Puck controlled there, brought to Jopie wide. Jopie brings it in, tries to feed it. He had Phillips breaking for the net. Phillips breaking for the net, gave him the pass. Phillips wasn't able to do much with it. The goalie did cover it up. Jopie was knocked down. I think you heard the Dryden bench really excited about that. But all in all, Jopie made a nice pass on the play. So we'll have an offensive zone face-off. 55 seconds remaining in the penalty. Puck was controlled by Dryden. They're able to flip it out the length of the ice. Played by Doherty. Doherty goes for the long outlet pass, past everybody, straight to Dryden, who was able to knock it down and shoot at the length of the ice again. Pass up for Phillips. Phillips enters the offensive zone, makes a nice move there. Tries to bring it across to a player, knocked down by Dryden. Olsen with it on the boards. Now Phillips. Phillips brings it across Jopie. Jopie shot, save. Good shot there, nice save. Olsen with it, Olsen with a shot, doesn't get through. Goalie's down. I think he got hit in the head by one of his own players' stick, it looked like to me. He's down. There was nothing being called there by the official, no arm in the air or anything, but there's a discussion going on there with Phillips. I know Phillips was knocked down in front there, but... So yeah, it looked to me like one of the guys who was tied up with Phillips in front stick came back and got Clark in the mask. And best I could tell. Official obviously didn't see anything would involve a penalty, so we're down to 13 seconds on the power play. Puck controlled off the draw by Dryden. They're able to ring it around the length of the boards. And that shall effectually kill the rest of the penalty. Or full strength for Dryden. Puck was controlled there by the Ice Dogs. Hooten, who tried to get in front. We now have a break coming down 3-on-2 for the Lumberjacks. Olsen brings it across Sutter. Sutter tries to direct it towards the net. Unable to. We had a Dryden player go down hard into the boards. Carson with it. Back to Carson. Carson looks, shoots, fires, save. Clark with a nice save there. Olsen coming back for the Lumberjacks. Puck in center ice. Olsen once again fighting for it. Bodies, a lot of pushing and shoving going on there. Puck goes into the Jack zone. Okay, we do have an arm up, and we have a delayed penalty coming, a slash, and it looks like it's going against the Ice Dogs because they are not happy.
2 minutes to...
I saw the signal for a slash. We got someone complaining to the ref. Looks like Frattinger's going. That's the hat trick for Frattinger, his third penalty of the game. Not the kind of hat trick most coaches want to see, but giving the Jacks another opportunity on the power play. With 15:28 remaining in the third period, a minor penalty has been assessed to the Ice Dogs. Brady Frattinger, 2 minutes for slashing. That's Frattinger for slashing, and we have a Lumberjack power play. So while we're off air there, at least with the audio, you saw a great scoring opportunity for the Dryden Ice Dogs, shorthanded, steered away by Doherty. Puck goes back down. It looks like Ryder McMillan just took something up high in the teeth. Breakaway here for the Ice Dogs. Stone cold save there by Doherty. Benfield came to the backhand. Doherty moved with them, was up to the task. McMillan with it, chips it over to Carson. Carson shot, save. Oh, chance for Cedar there. Wasn't able to get a stick on it. They're holding it in the corner. McDonald's there for the Jacks, but they're able to clear the puck. Can't say enough about that save on Doherty there. That was a phenomenal save. Got Olsen going the other way with it now. A little extracurriculars going behind the play. Guy taking a shot at McMillan right in front of the linesman. No call there. Kind of interesting there. Pretty obvious shot to the head. McMillan with the puck. McMillan shoots. Save. Puck out in front. Still there. McMillan with it again. Brings it across to Jopie, and we have a whistle. We have an interference call coming. I'm not exactly sure what who he's calling it on, because I didn't see the call myself.
Figures.
Power play killer.
So now it looks like we are going to have a call against the Lumberjacks. Caden Sutter to the box. I believe it was for interference, if I saw right.
TV timeout.
With 13:57 remaining in the third period, a minor penalty has been assessed to the Lumberjacks number 2, Caden Sutter. 2 minutes for interference. That's Sutter for interference. And we'll take this media timeout to thank our sponsors once again. Artisam, your resource for all your adventures, outdoor adventures. Spooner Health, a champion for health and a champion for our community. Seven Winds Casino Lodge and Conference Center, proud sponsor of your Wisconsin Lumberjacks. Lean Law Offices at Hayward. Hurt? Call Kurt. Spooner Hayward Physical Therapy. And Jack Links, the official protein snack of the Wisconsin Lumberjacks. With a little time remaining in our media timeout here. Interesting, the Lumberjacks last night, I think, had at least 3 occasions, if not 4, where on the power play they took a penalty and took themselves off the power play to a 4-on-4 situation. We see that again tonight. I believe this is maybe the second time it's happened, but something I know the coaching staff can't be real happy about when you take away your chances on the power play. We're back to live action here on the 4-on-4. Jopie with it, brings it up to Pajali. Pajali gets it across. I'm sorry, that's not Pajali. That was Johnson. Come to think of it, I haven't called Pajali's name this period much, but he... Long outlet pass on goal. We have a whistle. So we have 2 seconds remaining in Frattinger's power play, or penalty, I'm sorry, and then the Ice Dogs will be on the power play for 1:31. Draw one by Dryden, but one too well. It went between the defensemen down the length of the ice. So they said back to full strength now for Dryden. Puck center ice, dumped in there by Foe. Controlled by Jopie behind that. He's knocked off the puck by Frattinger. Frattinger with the puck. Brings it around the boards for Fournier. Fournier was tied up there. Ends up on Lumberjack. Oh, nice check there. One of the Lumberjacks knocked off the puck. Went straight to Rath, who had a nice shot on goal. Lumberjacks been unable to clear the puck. Had a chance there too. Knocked down. Shot there. Great shot on goal. A good look for Foe. Saved by Doherty. Good glove save there. Keep this a 1-goal game. So with 12:42 remaining in the third period, 46 seconds remaining on the Dryden power play. Puck controlled by Dryden. It's one thing tonight, Dryden has done an excellent job. They've seemed to win the majority of the faceoffs. McDonald racing for the puck's able to chip it out. He's taken into the boards, goes in face first, but is able to get it on the length of the ice. 27 seconds remaining in the penalty. I mentioned I hadn't called Sal Pajali's name much this penalty or this period, but he is out on the penalty kill. In fact, he's on top of the puck, getting manhandled a little there by Ty Moore. Able to get the puck out, however.
Let's clear it one more time. Kill his penalty. There we go. That'll do it.
Got it cleared the length of the ice. 5 seconds remaining in the penalty. We'll see the Lumberjacks back at full strength. 11:55 remaining in the game. Oh, nice play there by Jacks on goal. Caden Sutter with a chance. Stoned by Clark. Puck was slid over to Sutter, who was entering the zone. Came in all alone. Got off a great shot. Clark able to take that and keep this a 1-goal game. I know that's one Caden Sutter will be seeing in his sleep tonight. Great opportunity there.
Wide open.
Puck controlled by Dryden off the faceoff. Chipped wide. Here we go. We got a break going for Dryden. Great play there. Meyer slid it across to Quivisto, who had a great opportunity there. Again, Doherty, great save there. In the process, the net gets knocked off, so we have a whistle. And we'll go back to play with 11:38 remaining. Once again, great hockey game. Shots on goal, 36 for the Lumberjacks, 31 for Dryden. Face-off won by the Jacks. Brought over wide. Looks like that was Phillips. Phillips up for a little too far for McMillan. DeBray goes to get the puck out of the zone and ends up shooting it into the crowd. A souvenir for the fans should they opt to keep it. We'll have an offensive zone face-off for the Lumberjacks. Score continues to be 4-3 in favor of Dryden. Draw one there, back to Jopie. Jopie rings it around the corner. Sutter tries to get it out in front. He does, but steered back. Goalie was able to shove it back there and just past Phillips' stick. So call controlled by Dryden. Now out to Hacker. Hacker dumps it in deep for the Jacks. Ice Dogs ringing it around the boards. Back to Hacker again. Hacker over to his partner, Jopie. Puck now controlled by Quivisto. Brought out to center ice. Meyer shot wide. Puck goes all the way around. Got Phillips. Phillips unable to chip it to his own team. Frattinger picks it up. Frattinger avoids a check from Phillips. Gets hit by Jopie. He doesn't like the hit by Jopie. In fact, there's going to be a penalty called, I think, on Jopie here. He might have stuck his leg out on that. Yeah, he's going to get a kneeing penalty, it looks like. So not an opportune time for the Jacks to take a penalty. We have 10:31 remaining in the period, and for those of you, besides doing the play-by-play, I'm also doing the clock on the intranet, and I apologize. There's times where I don't start or stop it. I try to catch up with the next whistle. It is correct now at 10:31. With 10:31 remaining in the third period, a minor penalty has been assessed to the Lumberjacks. Number 4, Dylan Jopie, 2 minutes for kneeing. That's Jopie for kneeing. Pass across, shot on goal, steered aside by Doherty. Lumberjacks able to get it out of the zone.
The other guy, Dryden stick. I don't think it was off on our guy.
Set up behind the net for Dryden. Long outlet pass up here to Foe. Foe rings it around the boards. Picked up by a Jack. Connor Hacker is able to get there. Hacker unable to do anything with the puck, though, controlled by Dryden. Foe with it. Behind the net. Back to
Come on,
Foe.
clear it, guys. Get a hold of it and clear it.
Trying to get it to Strom, who was tied up, unable to get a hard shot off.
Crap. Did they call it?
Nope.
Hacker is able to took down one of the Dryden players and was able to ice the puck length of the ice, and we have a full change for the Jacks. Caden Sutter is going to chase the guy behind the net, able to tie him up, almost comes away with the puck. Great job there. Guy took a dive. I think he was trying to get a penalty as Caden was there working on the puck, but the ref did not raise his arm. Entering the zone, taken out there. Sutter again, between him and Olsen, they kind of sandwiched. Put down Fournier. Puck controlled now again by Fournier. Brought out the point, shot, doesn't get through traffic. I believe that was Olsen shooting at length of the ice. 18 seconds remaining in the power play for Dryden. 8:45 in the game. One last. Oh, McMillan picks that one out of midair, but it goes a little too far. Ends up on Maximow's stick. Almost a great play by McMillan there. McMillan takes it into the boards off the puck. We're going to kill off the power play. The power play is over. We're back to full strength. Great job of killing there by the Jacks. No real scoring threats or opportunities for the Ice Dogs on that power play. Power play, Benfield coming out center ice. Petroius takes it away from him. Olsen with it behind the net. Nice move there to lose the Dryden attacker. Up to Petroius. Over to Olsen. Olsen into the zone. He's knocked off the puck. Petroius with it once again. He brings it over to Sal Pajali. And we have a whistle. It looks like we must add a little bit of action behind the play because didn't see what happened, but we have two players, 26 from both teams, are being escorted to the box.
I don't know. We'll get a call here.
With 7:51 remaining in the third period. This hit him. Guessing it was something behind the play.
We're going to do immediate timeout too or not? What's that? Is they going to put anything on the board or is it
Waiting for the penalties to be called up to see what.
slash on each?
It looks like
Both of them go
a slash on both of them. With 7:51 remaining in the third period, coincidental minor penalties have been called on the Lumberjacks number 26, Dylan Olsen, 2 minutes for slashing. And for the Ice Dogs number 26, Derek Covisto, 2 minutes for slashing. That's Olsen and Covisto, both for slashing. And during our last media timeout, one last chance to thank our sponsors. Artisam, your resource for all outdoor adventures. Spooner Health, a champion for health and a champion for our community. Seven Winds Casino, Lodge and Conference Center, proud sponsor of your Wisconsin Lumberjacks. Lean Law Offices of Hayward. Hurt? Call Kurt. Spooner Hayward Physical Therapy. And Jack Links, the official protein snack of the Wisconsin Lumberjacks. Thanks to all the sponsors who support Lumberjack hockey. Face off into the Dryden zone, chip back out to center ice. Jopie's going to chase down the puck. Jopie around the boards, takes it up, sets it out for Johnson just a little past him. Johnson now ends up with, or McMillan ends up with the puck on his stick. Knocked off it by 24 of the Dryden. A little sloppy play back and forth there in the zone, but Johnson ends up with it. Johnson to McMillan. McMillan takes his time, surveys the ice, takes it up to Hacker. Hacker leaves it at the blue line for McMillan, who chips it into the zone. Controlled behind the net by DeBray of the Ice Dogs. DeBray breaks it out. Center ice. Carson with it, tries to feather it to Johnson, a little too far for him. Controlled once again by the Ice Dogs. Ice Dogs bring it to center ice and dump it down. Petroius for the Jacks. Up to Carson. Carson clears center ice. Gets into the offensive zone. Got a lane there. Shot. Save. Good patience by Carson there. Not the best angle, but Clark came out. Shot again. Carson another chance. Great save there by Clark. Good scoring chance there. Great pass from, I believe it was McDonald over to Carson. Puck brought out to center ice by the Ice Dogs. In the zone, bounce, I believe, off the official. Petroius knocks player off the puck.
Under skate.
Petroius comes away with it, gets to center, unable to control it. Puck now, Dryden breaking it out into center ice. Dumped in by Debray. A couple of the Ice Dogs will go change. Jopie with the puck. He's got one player on him over to McDonald. McDonald fires it back around the boards to Jopie. Jopie fires it out to center ice. Nobody there except a Dryden Ice Dog player. Puck brought in, a shot there, steered aside by Doherty. Puck in the corner. Oh, one of the Lumberjack players went down hard. Cleared out to center ice. Jopie with it behind the boards, up to Hacker. Pass just off the stick of Cedar. It looks like we're going to have an icing here.
Yeah, line change. Oh, damn it.
So 5:05 remaining in the third period. Dryden Ice Dogs continue to lead the Lumberjacks 4-3 score. I've said it a few times today. These look like two very evenly matched teams playing each other. You know, the Lumberjacks would really love to find a way to get that tying goal on the board. Puck controlled by Dryden, unable to get the shot off. Hacker goes at it for the Jacks, unable to throw it. Oh, good shot, a good pass there. Would have had a great scoring opportunity for Dryden, but puck's out to center ice. Dumped down into the Jack zone. Jopie to Cedar. Got a break here, got a rush. Going, nice shot, steered aside. It was Olsen with the shot. Coming back down 2-on-2 is Dryden. Carson with a nice reach there. Good stick to knock the puck off the stick of Hooten. Cedar, he's looking wide. Johnson. Puck clears the zone. Petroius with it. Goes wide. Carson with it. Carson gets it into the zone. Able to get it deep into the corner. Puck comes around though, controlled by Dryden. Phillips works to keep it in, throws it into the corner. Dryden able to clear the zone. Will not have an icing here, so Dryden's able to get a full line change, which looks like they needed. Carson behind the net. I believe that's Petroius with it.
Not fresh anymore, that's for damn sure. No, the passes aren't crisp anymore.
Pajali with the puck. I think it's a time where some of the Lumberjacks probably need a change here. They've been on the ice for quite a while. Jopie back over to Pajali. Pajali's looking, goes for McMillan. Throws it just a little too far for McMillan. We have an icing. So I mentioned I thought that the Lumberjacks were in need of a line change. Well, they won't get one here because of the icing call. Although they tried, at least one of the players tried to sneak off to the bench, but the official says not having that and sent him back on the ice. So 3:18 remaining in the third. Puck controlled by Dryden. Thrown into the corner. Chipped out to center ice there. Once again, Fode just dumps it in. I think Dryden's going to be pretty happy just to try to keep the puck in the zone with the 1-goal lead. Shot from the point. Glove save there by Doherty. That was Debray on the shot. Down to 2:56 remaining. Dryden still with the 1-goal lead.
Oh, it'll be under a minute. Under a minute. Yeah.
Face-off control by Dryden. Now on to the stick of Petroius. He does a backhand flip out to center ice. Bouncing puck there. McDonald chasing it down, unable to get there. Sutter knocks it in, but McDonald's offside, so we have to tag up. Dryden back with it. Shot on Doherty. Steered aside. Controlled now behind the net. Sutter over to Jopie. Pass up the boards past McDonald. We'll not have an icing there. It's not going to go far enough. Dryden with a long outlet pass to Strom. Strom coming down 1-on-2. Jopie blocks that shot down, but Strom ends up with it in the corner. Brings it behind the net. Back out to the big windup. Rath with the shot that doesn't get through. Jacks are having a hard time controlling the puck here. Their passes aren't landing on sticks. They're tough time and desperately need something here. 2 minutes remaining in the game. A little scrum in the corner. Dryden's happy just to watch the clock tick at a time like that. Sutter with it, chips it out to center ice. Knocked right back in deep by Foe. As I said, they're content just to be dumping the puck in and chasing it and doing everything they can to watch time fly. McMillan was unable to handle a pass there. Now back to McMillan. He enters his zone, puts the brakes on, feeds it through for Pajali. Pajali with the backhand steered aside. Phillips rides off a player there. Petroius whiffs on the check attempt to keep the puck in the net, or in the zone, I'm sorry. Petroius, here he goes again. Petroius with it, enters the zone, gets knocked off by Foe, coughs the puck up. And once again, Lumberjacks have to regroup. 1 minute left in the game. The last couple of minutes, the Lumberjacks have been unable to get the puck down and set up in the zone. I'm sure it's time to get the goalie off, hoping to get the goalie off, but they got to get something going down there. Have it in deep now. Doherty's still in his crease, not making any movement to leave the ice. Oh my gosh, there was a fan. Zach Carson fanned on the shot.
There's a shot there.
And they had an opportunity that was Strom, point blank opportunity. Doherty stood up to it again. Probably a good thing Doherty was still in his net, but I quite honestly don't understand. We had the puck in deep down a goal, and there was absolutely no effort to move Doherty off the ice, and now it looks like Coach Lean is calling a timeout for the Lumberjacks. So 25.3 seconds remaining in the third period. Dryden up 4-3. It's been an entertaining hockey game, a great back-and-forth hockey game. Shots on goal right now, 39-37 in favor of the Lumberjacks, but of course the only number that matters in the end is the score column, and that's where Dryden has the edge, 4-3. So we'll see what the coaching staff can dream up for the Lumberjacks. You got Coach Lean there, along with Coach Turnbull, who's joined the Lumberjacks again this week, and Coach Ostrich, I'm sorry. It looks pretty obvious that Coach Lean is coming with his top line. Pajali, Phillips, McMillan. Looks like Hacker and Jopie might both be staying on the ice. But they need to make something happen in 25 seconds. Referee signals it's time to get back to action. Very important draw here. As I said, Dryden has really controlled the faceoffs here, but if we needed a draw before, we need it now so that we can get control. And we do win the draw. Phillips won the draw, but we were unable to handle it. Tied up there on the boards. Dryden just wants to keep it on the boards. Yep, they're keeping it on the boards. They don't care if the puck ever moves. Got 5 Lumberjacks trying to get it out. McMillan with it, 10 seconds left. McMillan goes high to Jopie. 5 seconds off Jopie, over to Hacker. Hacker for Pajali. Phillips. McMillan shoots. Oh, does not get the shot off. Oh, good puck movement, but there just wasn't enough time. I don't think McMillan knew what little time he had left. He didn't have the best angle for the shot, but you put 3-4 more seconds on, he's able to cut into the center and get that shot off. But unfortunately, things didn't go that way. So for the second night in a row, Dryden Ice Dogs take the game from the Lumberjacks. So another one-goal game, win by a score of 4-3. Very good performance, I believe, by both goalies today. We had Emmett Doherty for the Lumberjacks, who made some key point-blank saves, and he ended up with 33 saves. And Eric Clark for Dryden turned aside 36 of the 39 shots that he saw. So all in all, competitive games this weekend. Unfortunately for the Lumberjacks, they ended up on the wrong end of the score both games, both one-goal games. They will be back in action, I believe, Friday morning. The SIJHL Showcase is taking place at Westman Arena in Superior. And I know the Lumberjacks have a morning game next Friday, I believe, approximately 10 a.m. So hope you tune in for that. Appreciate your tuning in and watching this game with us tonight. You all have a great rest of the evening and enjoy the rest of your weekend.